ìgbà táyé rò wípé ìrètí mi kò sí mọ́ ìgbà náà nìjí yóò fà dìde sọ̀rọ̀ mi gbé mi sókè.
ìrántá ìrètí
Ìrètí kò ní pẹ́ ìrètí tètè já sáyọ̀ Ọlọ́run lè rí bá.
ìgbàgbọ́ nìyẹn yóò wà lọ́wọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ mi.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, sirs. Good morning, ma. You are welcome to the IFE Political Science Annual Lecture and Award Ceremony. We'll be starting in a few minutes' time, but this is just a plea for us not to be offended by starting behind the schedule. We are waiting for the honorary presence of the #1 citizen in the school, the Vice Chancellor. He just informed us that he will be joining us in 20 to 25 minutes. He just had to attend to a quick meeting, very much important for him to attend to, and he'll be joining us in about 20 to 25 minutes. In lieu of that, while we are waiting for every person to be seated and the hall to be filled up with participants and our special guests, we welcome our dearest guests into this beautiful citadel of learning, the Obafemi Awolowo University, and of the greatest Ife, articulate Ife, the ever cautious Ife, the greatest Gbagba, the greatest Bibi. Thank you so much. While we await the arrival of the Vice Chancellor and other eminent individuals and personalities we have invited to this beautiful gathering, the music department, they have started before. They just took a pause and they'll be starting again. They'll be blessing us with good tunes, good sound, and OAU is blessed with a lot of products. We have the A-list artists we have in Nigeria, in Africa, and the world here. You can mention that most of them are from OAU. Am I right or wrong? Am I right or wrong? Should I start listing the likes of Fireboy, Ashake, Black Bones, Shinkwekun, and so on and so forth? They graduated from this beautiful citadel of learning. We normally nurture talent. Not only we nurture academic professionals, we nurture talent, people who are making waves in Nigeria, Africa, and the world at large. So in lieu of that, the music department, please, in the next 10 to 15 minutes, while we are ready, I have the Vice Chancellor to kickstart this program. You will bless us with those good tunes that you have always been doing. Thank you, and God bless you.
tí sexy ladies, come and feel the love. Never see me coming, oh coming, the world is coming. Naija boy wey go for me, wey go for me, shey Mr. Money. ìyanu ọlọ́run ọba òun lẹ́ máa rí. Ìyanu ọlọ́run ọba, ìyanu ọlọ́run ọba, ìyanu ọlọ́run ọba, ìyanu ọlọ́run ọba, ìyanu ọlọ́run ọba òun lẹ́wà rí. Adé orí òkè.
Good morning, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Your Excellency, the Vice Chancellor of this great Citadel of Learning, Professor Adebayo Simeon Bamiwe, and also the Royal Father of the day, His Royal Majesty Oba Dr. Ademokun Abolawin Diogun of Okeila, the Dean, Faculty of Social Science, Professor Temidayo Akin Bobola, the head of department of this noble department, Professor Oluwagbemega Samuel Afolabi, our guest lecturer, Professor Williams Alade Fawole, our discussant, Chief Ayodele Akitunde SAN, the Bamofi of Ondo Kingdom, members of the Akitunde family, distinguished professors, lecturers, colleagues, students, gentlemen of the press, and every esteemed guest. It is my profound honor to stand before you today um, not just as a host of this noble gathering, but also as a proud graduate of the Department of Political Science. The last time I was here, I was a student, but right now I'm a graduate. Glory be to God. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We are gathered here at the African Center of Excellence to discuss something very pivotal to the growth of the country. It is an annual lecture of this department and an award ceremony with the theme, the crisis of governance and the burden of leadership, reimagining the role of political scientists in contemporary Nigeria. Now today we have our guest speaker who is built with in-depth knowledge of this topic, and we have discussants who is ready to delve into their wealth of knowledge to ensure that everyone here go home with one, two, or impactful knowledge to build the country we all dream of. It is on this note I welcome you once again. My name is Ajayi Bembe Alexander Jibola, popularly known as the man with the mic. I am here to be your host to ensure that today is impactful. A round of applause for yourself, please. Also on this note, we will all rise up to take the anthem of the best country in the world, Federal Republic of Nigeria. Okay, the music department, at the count of three, let's go with the national anthem. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. See you on the same vein. We are going to take the anthem of the best school in the universe. Is always, you already know the anthem. The anthem of the great Ife, Obafemi Awolowo University. And of the greatest Ife,
Great.
articulate Ife.
Articulate.
Please a round of applause for yourselves. Wow, that is the energy I need in this room. Once again, on behalf of the planning committee, I am welcoming you all to this beautiful gathering. I will once again take the list of our special dignitaries. Everybody here seated are special. They are so paramount to us. But I'm going to take it again. First of all, the O1 of the university, ably represented by the DVC, Research and Innovation, Professor Akoni Akinyemi is here. Please, a round of applause for Professor Akoni Akinyemi. He's representing the Vice Chancellor, Professor A.S. Banire, who is unavailable absent due to one or two schedule and activities. Also, I want to recognize Professor G.A. Aderomo, is the DVC Academics, is on his way. Thank you so much. Professor E.A. Akinfala, yes, the DVC on Administration. Then Professor A. Akinyemi, I just introduced him. Thank you so much for your presence. Also, Mr. K.A. Bakari, the Registrar of the school. Dr. O.A. Fadi On, the Librarian of the school. Mrs. O.I. Abogon, the Bossa of the school. A round of applause for them as I mentioned their name. Thank you. Also, the Dean of the Faculty of Social Sciences, where we have the department, Professor Temedayo Akim Bobola. A round of applause for our daddy here. Thank you so much, the Dean. Also, our amiable host of this beautiful gathering, the head of the department, Political Science, my own very good father, Professor O.S. Afo Labi. A round of applause for him. Also, I want to recognize all my lecturers currently available here. We have Professor Ikedima. A round of applause for her. We also have Professor Kolawole Haliu, my very good daddy, and Professor Agunjai. A round of applause for him. Also, we want to recognize Professor Alade Fawole. I don't know if he's here already. Oh, thank you so much, sir. A round of applause for him. Thank you so much, sir. Also, we want to recognize Chief Richard Ayodele Akitunde, the Bamofin of Ondo Kingdom. He has been here before we started. Please, I need that round of applause to be much louder. Thank you so much. Also, we want to recognize the royal father of the day. Is going to join us very soon. Alayeluwa Oba Dr. Adidokun Omoni Abolarin, the Orogun of Okeila. A round of applause for him too. Also, Dr. Saeed Ogundare will be joining us soon. A round of applause for him. Dr. Temitayo Isaac Odeyemi to be joining us. We also have Mr. Boluwatife Ajibola. A round of applause for him. Prince Oladotun Surajudeen Oladele Ajilisoro. A round of applause for him. They'll be joining us soon. Honorable Nojin Folashayo Salami, the Right Honorable former Speaker of Osun State House of Assembly, ably represented by Omoba Sikiru Adetono Ayedun, the former Commissioner and ADC representative candidate of Ife Federal Constituency. A round of applause for them too. Mr. Olakomi Abdullahi Olagoke, a round of applause for him too. They'll be joining us. Then Honorable Kislin Olamilekon Awoshion, a round of applause for them too. Yeah, we have started. Like I've said earlier, I said it gave me great pleasure to be here this morning. I don't know why is that, but it feels good to be here this morning. Maybe because I'm standing in front of my lecturers. The last time I was standing for them, I was doing group presentation. But right now, I am here hosting the event where my amiable lecturers are. So a round of applause for all my lecturers that have done well for me. It feels good to be a graduate, sir. It feels good to be a product of political science, and that's why I'm here to do this. So on this note, I would like to bring in the head of the department for his welcome address to put everything on track for us to start and do it officially. Please join me with a resounding round of applause to welcome the head of department for his welcome address, Professor O.S. Afolabi. A round of applause for him as he's coming to take his opening remarks.
Thank you. The Vice Chancellor, sir, will be represented by the DVC Research and Innovation, Professor Kondi Akiyemi, Principal Officers of the University, distinguished guest lecturer, special guest of honor, highly reputable members of the Akitunde family, award recipients, esteemed colleagues, members of the university community, students, ladies and gentlemen. It is with immense pleasure and with deep gratitude that I welcome you all to the 2026 IFE Political Science Annual Lecture and Award Ceremony, first of its kind organized by the Department of Political Science, Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife. Today marks a very significant milestone as we gather to celebrate the first retirement ceremony of a profound educator, a teacher. He was my teacher. What I mean is, he taught those who even taught me. That's Pa Josiah Olanipekun Akintude, who was our HOD for a long time and a distinguished scholar, mentor, administrator, and one of the pillars upon which the Department of Political Science has been built and continues to thrive. This occasion is not merely a celebration of an individual, it's a celebration of an excellence, intellectual dedication, integrity, and service to humanity. On behalf of the staff, students, and alumni of the entire Department of Political Science, I extend our warmest appreciation to everyone who has traveled from far and near to honor this remarkable occasion. Your presence reflects the respect, administration, and affection that Mr. Kitunde has earned through decades of selfless service to academia and society. Ladies and gentlemen, The annual lecture series was conceived as a platform for intellectual engagement on pressing national and global issues to provide an avenue for scholars, policymakers, public servants, students, citizens, even politicians to critically examine contemporary challenges and collectively explore pathways towards sustainable development. This year's theme, the crisis of governance and the burden of leadership, reimagining the role of political scientists in contemporary Nigeria, is particularly timely and relevant. Nigeria stands at a critical junction in its democratic journey. Across the nation, concern about governance, accountability, public trust, insecurity, economic hardship, and cohesion and institutional effectiveness has continued to dominate public discourse. These realities compel us to reflect deeply on the quality of leadership, the resilience of our institutions, and the responsibilities of scholars in shaping public policy and national development. As political scientists, we bear a unique responsibility because our discipline is not only concerned with understanding political realities, which is ontology, but also with contributing meaningful solutions to societal challenges. Through rigorous research, epistemological insights, public policy engagement, civic education, and public scholarship, we continue to provide evidence-based perspectives capable of strengthening democratic governance and promoting social progress. The awards to be presented symbolizes excellence, dedication, and impactful contribution to the society and to OAU as a whole. We congratulate all award recipients and continue to encourage them to serve as role models for younger generations. Permit me, even as my Oga comes in, who was the one that has told us a lot, that's Baba Bam. That's Baba Bam. We call him Baba Bam. Baba Omo Baba Kitunde. You know, I told you that Baba Kitunde is our grandfather. Of course, too. Those are his academic sons. We are like grandchildren. So, as we permit me to specially acknowledge our distinguished lecturer and panelists of whose wealth of experience and excellence we enrich our discussions. We are honored by your willingness to share your insights, Professor Farley, and contribute to this important conversation. I also wish to express our sincere gratitude to the university management, led by Professor Akoni, Akiyemi Maidin, Professor Akimbobola, for taking time off. Today is our AMPC, that's Appointment and Promotion Committee meeting, to be here. We also want to express our gratitude to Bam Mufi and his lovely wife, I Chief, I call him I Chief Ayodele Richard Akitude, for being part of those who have sponsored today's event, and members of the organizing committee for the hard work that you have put in making today possible. Your commitment demonstrates the enduring spirit of collaboration that defines Ife, tradition of excellence. As we commence today's activities, I encourage all participants to engage actively, listen attentively, and ask critical questions, and contribute constructively to discussion. Let's use this opportunity to generate new ideas that can advance scholarship, strengthen governance, and contribute meaningfully to nation building. Once again, on behalf of my colleagues in the department, I warmly welcome you all to the 2026 IFE Political Science Annual Award, Annual Lecture and Award Ceremony. May the Lord continue to be with all of us. Welcome, and God bless you all.
Once again, a round of applause for the HOD for his welcome address. for you to know that this event is already a success, while the HOD was talking, KBSC walked in majestically. Everybody, please, how you say KBSC? Thank you so much. Quickly in the vein, before we introduce our dignitaries into the high table, I want to recognize some important dignitaries amidst us. First on the list is Professor Adeyeye. A round of applause for Professor Adeyeye. Thank you so much, sir, for blessing you with your presence. Also, we want to recognize our grandfather in the department. Yes, our Baba. Yes, our Baba, Professor Bami Shaye. A round of applause for our grandfather in the department. Baba, Baba Bam, popularly known as Baba Bam. Anybody that knows Baba Bam in the department, it's all good anyways. So quickly, before we introduce dignitaries into the table, I want to call on another special personality amidst us here for his opening speech. Please join me with a resounding round of applause to welcome, to say his opening speech, the Dean of the Faculty of Social Science, Professor Temidayo Akimbobola. Please keep clapping until he comes here. Is the Dean, Faculty of Social Science, one of the, not even one, the best faculty in the school. Yeah.
Thank you. The Vice Chancellor, ably represented by the DVC RIND, Professor Akinyemi, other principal officers of the university here present, distinguished guest lecturer, special guest of honor, KBSU, members of staff, members of Akintunde family, colleagues from within and outside the university, members of staff and students. Great Ife. Award recipients, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure on behalf of the Faculty of Social Sciences, Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, to warmly welcome you to first edition of Ife Political Science Annual Lecture and Award Ceremony, organized by our distinguished Department of Political Science. I'm overwhelmed with joy to have this event of this great magnitude happen in my time as the Dean of this great faculty. This gathering is particularly significant as it is tied to honoring one of the department's heroes, which coincidentally marks the 41st retirement anniversary of Mr. Josiah Olanipekun Akintunde, as well as 102nd posthumous birthday of a renowned scholar, mentor, educator, and one of the eminent personalities whose contributions have enriched this university and in the area of political philosophy in the discipline of political science. Today we celebrate not only an individual but also a legacy of scholarship, leadership, mentorship, and service that continues to inspire generations of academics and students. To this end, may I crave the indulgence of this august guest to please rise and observe a minute silence in honor of our erudite scholar, Pa Josiah Olanipekun Akintunde. Can we please rise, please? May his soul continue to rest in peace. As a faculty, we take immense pride in the Department of Political Science for establishing this annual intellectual lecture, and I hope that other departments within the faculty will follow suit. Universities flourish when they create spaces where ideas are rigorously examined, societal challenges are critically interrogated, and solutions are thoughtfully proposed. This annual lecture series exemplifies that noble mission. The theme of today's lecture, the crisis of governance and the burden of leadership, reimagining the role of political scientists in contemporary Nigeria, could not have come at a more appropriate time. Across the globe, and particularly in developing democracies, questions surrounding governance, accountability, public trust, leadership effectiveness, and institutional performance remain central to the quest for development. Nigeria is no exception. As scholars and practitioners of the social sciences, we are uniquely positioned to contribute to these conversations. The social sciences exist not merely to interpret society, but also to provide pathways for social transformation through research, policy engagement, public discourse, and evidence-based interventions. Our disciplines contribute significantly to the development of democratic institutions, the strengthening of governance structures, and the promotion of social justice. Political science, in particular, occupies a strategic position in this endeavor. The discipline equips us with the analytical tools necessary to understand power relations, state-society interactions, leadership dynamics, public policy processes, and democratic governance. I therefore commend Department of Political Science for choosing a theme that challenges us to rethink our responsibilities as scholars, citizens, and nation builders. The discussions that will emerge from today's lecture have the potential to enrich public discourse and contribute meaningfully to the ongoing research for solutions to Nigeria's governance challenges. I also wish to congratulate the award recipients whose accomplishments are being recognized today. Your achievements serve as a testament to the values of excellence, diligence, integrity, and service that this university seeks to promote. We celebrate your contributions and encourage you to continue making positive impacts within your respective spheres of influence. Permit me to specially acknowledge the members of the Akintunde family for their unwavering commitment to preserving and celebrating the enduring legacy of Mr. Akintunde, and I believe that his legacy will outlive many generations, particularly through the existing departmental prize and proposal for a new one, as well as strategic proposal for Florence and Josiah Akintunde Legislative Chamber, which will be launched today. Honorable Justice, we thank you for this. We appreciate you so much. Your efforts ensure that future generations will continue to draw inspiration from a life devoted to scholarship and service. I equally extend my appreciation to the organizers, sponsors, alumni, friends of the department, and all stakeholders whose dedication has made this event possible. Your support reflects a shared commitment to advancing intellectual engagement and promoting academic excellence. As we participate in today's program, let us approach the discussions with open minds and a collective determination to contribute to the development of our nation. May the ideas generated here inspire meaningful actions, influence sound policies, and strengthen our democratic institutions. Once again, I warmly welcome you all to the IFE Political Science Annual Lecture and Award Ceremony. I wish you a fruitful deliberations and a memorable experience. Thank you, and God bless us all.
Once again, a round of applause for the Dean of the Faculty of Social Science, Professor Temidayo Akin Bobola. Now, also, while we started, we have some special giving to recognize as well. Please permit me to recognize Chief Mrs. Oluwatoyin Akintunde, the Yeye Bamufi of Ondo Kingdom. She came here to support her husband. Such a beautiful woman. Thank you so much for coming, ma. Also, we have Mr. Alfred Akinjo. Am I correct, sir? Akinjo, sorry, apologies. ESQ, one of the partners at Akintoday Legal Practitioners. Thank you so much, sir, for coming. So quickly, we will be bringing some notable dignitaries to the high table. And the first person I'll be calling to the high table, please, protocols, I need your service here. Once I mention their name, you give them a round of applause and you usher them to their seats as well. Please, the first person to be coming to the seat is the Vice Chancellor representative, no other person than Professor A.I. Akinyemi. Please, kindly usher him to one of the seats up here. Also, coming to the high table too, is the Orogun of Okeila Orogun, the Alayeluwa Oba Dr. Adedokun Omoniyi Abolarin, the Aruyinkeye one. Please, a round of applause. Keep clapping until Kabiyesi gets to the high table. Keep clapping. Kabiyesi, thank you so much for your humble presence. Also, coming to the high table is my father just finished speaking right now, the Dean of the Faculty of Social Science, Professor Temedayo Akinbola. A round of applause for the Dean of the Faculty of Social Science. Will be coming to the high table as well. Also, coming to the high table is Chief Richard Ayodele Akintunde SAN. Will be coming to the high table. Please, a round of applause for Chief Richard Ayodele Akintunde, the Bamofin of Ondo Kingdom.